Hi, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of Synergy Traders, number 33, the commodities and cannabis theme. Synergy Traders is a production of myself, David Kosmeter of TimingResearch.com, as well as my partner, Anka Metcalf of TradeOutLoud.com. And we got 8 great presentations for you today. We had 8 yesterday as well. So the archives of yesterday are on TimingResearch.com, and the archives of today will be on TimingResearch.com as well. And just a reminder that all investing and trading involves risks and might not be right for everyone. Please consult your financial advisor to determine your suitability. And you can see the full disclaimers and policies at TimingResearch.com/policies. So first up, we have ProTrader Mike to start the day off, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to him.
Well, thank you, David. Lovely Thursday. Thanks for having me on the show. Great topic, one of my favorites, the cannabis industry and vast buco experience in the industry and the stocks. And, I have no real presentation, ready to go today, but I do have a couple of good ideas and something to share with the audience. I think we can make it real fun and educational. And what I have is, I've got a lot of lists of all these great cannabis stocks. And we're going to take a look at them. And you can see my screen. I'm coming in crystal clear. Is that correct? Just as a mic test before we get going.
Looks good.
Good. So I am my screen. This is my swing trade portfolio. I'm going to go to my master sheet where I've had 10 years of results of my swing trade. A lot of the stocks we're going to talk about today, probably half of them have been in this swing trade list and newsletter that I've come out with. And I'm also going to Yahoo so we can research and find out what all these amazing companies are. The first one on my list is 7 marijuana penny stocks for high returns. The first one on the list they had up there was Sundial Growers right here. Let's go into the profile. They engage in the production and marketing of cannabis products for the adult use market in Canada. Okay, let's go check out the chart. SNDL. And we're going to make every one of these stocks, we're going to put into a list. And then with myself, my chat room, and the help of the wonderful audience, we're going to pick out the top ones that we all like. So here's the chart on Sundial. And it looks actually pretty good because we're at a low, and it went up here to $1.49 when marijuana was hot to trot. And marijuana is still hot to trot within the industry. So here's the chart. I'm going to draw a little circle here where we are, and I'm going to draw a little circle down here. So this thing, extra little wheel in there. Look at that. So you got a little car right there ready to rock and roll. And you're in a dragster, dude. Look at that. I like this thing. This thing's got a lot of room to the upside to go to magic $1. So Sundial looks pretty good. I'm gonna put that in my chat room. All the pictures I draw. That Sundial looks pretty good. So that's SNDL, and the last price is 64 cents. SNDL, 64. The next one on the list, Hexo. HEXO. I'm going to assume that the chart's going to be similar to this, and it pretty much is. Look at that. What a bargain. What a good time to talk about cannabis and marijuana stocks. Ooh, great. Hexo, $1.72 right here. They do CBD. CBD is big too. Let's go to profile. They, through its subsidiaries, produce and market and sell cannabis in Canada. offers dried cannabis under the time of day and H2 lines. They have Elixir, a cannabis oil. Elixir. That's like when we were younger, you had to get like that medicine, the elixir, the terrible oil. And now they use that name for cannabis now. That's pretty smart. Decarb, an activated fine milled cannabis. All right, so Hexo is a pretty good company I've traded before. Let's take into statistics right here. They have a market cap of 566 million. And let's take a look at the chart. And the chart looks really good. There's not a lot of risk in this particular stock down here. And I call it stopping station because all the people that really bought up here and bought in here on this first drop down are getting stopped out here and at $2. So I kind of like it right here. I think there's a little amount of risk, maybe like a nickel. So the risk is a nickel. Because if it goes down a nickel, I would reprice it at 150. Okay, so you're out at 68. Whoops. That's 68. Excuse my drawing. So your risk is a nickel and your reward is to the top of this gap up here and on a rebound up to 250 area. Rewards 250 area, and right now it's at 170. So it's an 80%, 80 cent. 80 cents on the upside, a nickel on the downside. That's nice. So I like Hexo too, and Hexo actually is optionable. So Hexo, but it's only $1.73. If it does get up to 4 and 5, you could sell some covered calls on that, which we'll talk about with Cronus and some of the other ones. So that was Hexo, HEXO, which was on the list right there, and that's $1.73. The next one they had on the list was this one, Organigram Holdings, OGI. 227. Let's see what they do. OGI, Organigram. I guess they deal in grams. A green thumb industry, Canopy Growth and Organigram Holdings stocks pop today. Sempra announces strategic, that's a PR, top marijuana stocks. Organic, look at intrinsic value of Organigram. Here you got Sundial, Hexo, and Organigram. All three of them that I'm talking about right now, all three of them jumped. Let's find out why. Some good news in Canada. That's why, a lot of good. These are all the Canadian cannabis sector. So that's why these three is Sundial, Hexo, and Organigram are all three cannabis sector stocks. And over the past weeks, shares are down 12 respectively, even with today's jump. Investors hit Hexo hard after it announced it would further dilute existing shareholders to raise new capital. Just like CEI and all these other companies. They should do it when the company's doing good though, not when it's doing bad. Okay, so that's those three. Organigram. And nothing great about that one. Here's the next one, Green Lane Holdings is the next one. That's GNLN, Green Lane Holdings, $2.31, average volume 94,000. They appointed a new director and chairman of the board. Their shares rise as Jefferies initiates a buy. Why does Jefferies do that? Green Lane rose 5% as Jefferies initiated a packaging of rolling papers and glass products and grinders for cannabis with a buy rating of $6.30 on GNLN. GNLN. Yeah, same exact chart as the one I just put up. Look, GNLN and OGI are exactly the same. See that? I'm going between the two and they look exactly the same. That's pretty crazy. All right, so the next one is Next Leaf Salute. I'm not crazy about either of those. Oil Lift, O-I, Oil, F-F. Not even a stop. Oh, here it is. 19 cents. Let's look at it on the weekly. Yeah, it's based. See what they do. Oil Lift. So they are oil with 2 F's. Next Leaf Solutions, 19 cents. They do inaugural sales of glacial glowed vapes and distilled oils. They were awarded a US patent to provide the launch of glacial gold. I guess it's an oil. They restock delivery in there. This is all Canada. So they got some oils and stuff. So does everyone else. I'd rather go with Aurora cannabis and something like that than this Next Leaf. That's oil with 2 F's. You looked at that chart. That's not really doing anything. But if it does do something and breaks above like this 20 cents maybe right here, it could get some mojo. The next one in that article was Namaste Technologies, NXTTF. NXTTF, 9 cents. It used to be 32. This one may be a good buy. Let's check it out. NXTFF. If anyone has any questions while I'm going, just let me know. This one is Next Traction. Is that it? No, that's not the right symbol. NXTTF. Lifest Wellness, it's called. I have this as Namaste Technologies at 0.08. Average volume 255,000, up from 13. They increased estimated revenues and margins 9 days ago. All right, that's good. Quarterly revenue is a $7 million, up 12% from there. And quarterly gross revenue, this is one to keep an eye on, because if they're growing at 100% quarter after quarter, that's some good stuff. They have a subsidiary. Namaste, see, Technologies continues to evolution wellness and confirms the corporate name change to Lifest Wellness. That's a, what are they, like Titleist? Lifest? I don't, that's not a good name. Either is Namaste, neither of them are good names. Since they're not good names, I don't like it. I'm not adding it to the list. Let's look at this next one. I've never heard of this one. The Valens Company, VLNCF. The Valens, $1.79, 103,000 versus 7,000. They're going to hold a conference call, and that's it. This company really knows 6 manufacturing partnerships. A strategic distribution with Apopka. I don't like this one either. So here we got another one. 6 top. This article was 6 top marijuana penny stocks. The first one is Cannabis Technologies, symbol BLOZF. Cannabis Technologies, 63 cents, 107,000. They ramp up beta testing with their THC breathalyzer. Interesting. Cannabis Technologies, developer of the breathalyzer for cannabis, devices for law enforcement. I like this, is a good one, because this could be adopted big time all over the place, and with good. I like this one. So it's like the drinking and driving test for the cops with a good system. This is a good one. Let's see if this is a good price. So this one is 63 cents. Let's take a look at the chart, BLOZF. BLOZF. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. Look, when it spiked, it went to $1.96 from right here, 64 cents. Could you imagine if it did that again? It's worth a shot, right? So right here, look at this, is 64 cents. This is 64 cents. You got yourself a rocket ship, baby. That baby's ready to drag. So you get above 80 cents, which is right here. I think it'd spark up some carburation. Like that's one of those things sticking up out of the hood. Head up to this one. This one starts to smoke a little bit right here. Holy mama, that's $1, dude. That's a big green bar right here. Then it goes up right here, another big green bar, just like it did here. Twing. I like this one. This is a good one. BLOZF. That's a good one, guys. That's on the list. That's number 2 on the list. BLOZF. I like that. No one heard of that. That's a good name too. I like the symbol. Chart looks smoky good. Ooh, smoky. Look at the Dow up 535. Comps up 60. Nasdaq's up 230 beans, and my SQQ is 807. No way. Dude, this market's out of control. CEI, $1.32. I'm missing so many good trades right now. It's out of control. Where's BBIG? Trading this all day. Oh, it's 544. Love it. Oh. Medical marijuana is on the list. Could you believe it? This was my pride and joy. MGNA traded this so many times for hundreds of % gains over the last 10 years. It's 3 cents. Medical, look at the last time it spiked from here, 3 cents. It went to 22 cents. Damn, that's pretty good. Let's see what they do on the Yahoo. MGNA, medical marijuana, 2.5 cents. This is a good one. Average volume 9, volume 1.4. It's got a good name. Subsidiary Canaway announces a partnership with the Poor Grace Foundation. This is a good penny stocker. CEO featured on Era magazine. They got the name medical marijuana. Easily be a buyout by an Aurora Cannabis or something like that, just for the name and the, I like it. Always liked medical marijuana. Here's another one, TerraTech, TRTC. Nope, TRTC, that don't come up. TerraTech, not coming up. Next one on the list they had in the article was Canagrow Holdings. How do you protect? You go for the ones that are very low risk, that are already, there is no pump and dump. And when they're already, the pump and dump happened. Look, I'll show you. Here's the pump and dump. That's when you got to be selling. And it traded 1.2 billion shares. There's your pump. There's your red bar dump. That's when you got to be out. So we'll wait for the next one. Looks like they could be happening sometime in the future, because you buy when they're low, you sell when they're high. The next one is CGRW. Ooh, this one's got a lot of green accumulation down here at 8 cents and 7 cents stopping station. CGRW, but let's see what they do. Canagrow. I bet they grow cannabis. 55,000 volume with no news. Can't do it. Sorry. I ain't gonna be your first news article. Choof, CHOOF. Choom Holdings. Never heard of it. 04. Traded 251 versus 5,500. They announced a Hamilton store opening. What kind of store? In Vancouver. One of Canada's leading recreational cannabis retailers is pleased to announce, dude. Pleased to announce opening of its retail store It's retail expansion, 17 locations in all throughout Canada. Announced its August opening. Third location, the Choom brand. I like Troom because it's kind of like shroom, Choom. Hawaii's Choom gang has been an inspiration. I bet Choom is the fastest. I like Choom. Choom's got some room. Makes sense. Let's see what Choom's at. Let's go back. Choom is at 04. It looks pretty good. Choom. Is that the symbol? CHOOF. Looks pretty good. Low risk. Basin, if anything happens, it could spike. Imagine if this happened and it went to 50 cents from 5. That's a 10x. That's a fake print. Didn't really happen, but you know. The next one on the list is, I think, more real deal, is AMMJ on the OTC markets. AMMJ at 11 cents right here. Let's see what they do. If it's worth anything. American Cannabis Company, 10 cents. It reserves the official Materials Review Institute certification for home living soils. Oh, so they make probably good soil to grow weed in? Is that what they do? Exclusive contract to manufacture their highest brand products. Colorado Marijuana Enforcement Division, they receive approval from them. Okay. It seems like it's a real company. It's exceeded 100 retail distributors carrying the home living soil. What is home living soil? It's a potting mix. Makes sense, dude. It makes real sense, man. I like this one too, dude. Home. It's in a little tiny little nicher. American Cannabis Company, AMMJ. This is a good one. Put it in the chat room at 10 cents. So that's a good one right there, guys. I'll copy that also in the Skyper. I like the American Cannabis Company right there. That's a good one. Let me take a year-to-date snapshot on that right here. Post that in the room. Right here. American Cannabis. All right, that's another good one. AMMJ, got some real promise with the soil. The next one is INM. It says at $1.49. INM. InMed Pharmaceuticals, $1.49. They announced commencement of phase 2 clinical trials with cannabinoid and a rare cannabinoid 7 days ago. They're in clinical trials for phase 2 of a cream to treat EB. I don't want it. InMed, don't like it. How about this one? CBWTF. CBWTF is called Oxley Cannabis Group. Never heard of it. Weird name. Collab Project launches a 132 series live resin soft chew. Okay, soft chew. Oxley Cannabis Group revenues grow by 11%. That's not big enough for me. I want a revenue forecast 110%. So Oxley closing of a $17 million pump and dump. See, so it may run because 4 months ago, and they announced a $15. Oh yeah, this thing's no good. Eventually it may pump to get liquidity for these financiers. So that would be the only thing, but I don't want it. I'm not waiting on that kind of catalyst. The next one is FFNTF. Let's just take a look at the chart on that. CBWTF. CBWTF. Yeah, 18 cent, not looking that great down there. How about this one? FFNTF. A lot of F's, same chart, dollar. Not really looking like it's doing anything. Front Ventures. Yeah, I'll take a look at those other ones. They may be coming up in the list. Tilray is and MNNNF is, but the other two I don't recognize. Forefront Ventures announces accretive acquisition of a Massachusetts-based England Cannabis Corporation. Great. They report second quarter results. Nothing about that one. That's not good. Quickly weeding them out though, huh? Funny one, right? Weeding them out. Ha ha.
Oh, nailed it. It couldn't be awesomer. Do yourself a favor, press it again. Sweet.
Nice. So the next one is A-Leaf. A-Leaf, A-L-E-A-F. Aleafia Health. They build an adult use momentum with retailer harvest parties. What? They hosted an adult use retailer harvest party at its outdoor cultivation facility with 300 cannabis store owners. Nah, COVID's out there. I don't want that. Here, look at the next one on the list, dude. You ain't gonna believe it. MMNNF. Funny, right? MedMen. So you asked and it came right on the next one. MMNFF. MMNFF. MedMen. Let's take a look at A-Leaf though on the chart. If it's probably similar to the others. It is exactly like the others. 23 cents. It looks pretty good down here for a trade, but that's about it. MedMen looks pretty good. 2.8 million versus 2.7. They lit house farms to manage California, Nevada. This is a big company. I like MedMen. They have a lot of openings. I've seen them in Florida. MedMen. They did some very big toxic financing. See, $100 million equity investment and all these. That's why it's down, because they supply shares to Sarua Private Equity. Okay, and they say, look, I'll give you 100 million shares. And then they sell those shares in the market to supply the company with money. So once this toxic stuff is over, and that was August, so it's 3 months, they've probably done a lot of selling and, waiting for a pump to pump up to do some more. It looks pretty good. It makes sense. MMNFF and Curaleaf as well. So this thing last spiked to 44 cents. It traded right here, 34 million. So this is one of their, say they did this in August. So if they came out of 34 million shares to supply 30 million shares at 30 cents is $9 million to the company. See how they do that? Just like that. Next one is on there is actually near Heinz. It's MRMD. 88 cents. Last time it ran from 68 to $1.15. Let's see what they do. So nice to learn about all these companies. MRMD, MariMed. It's a good name. 89 cents. MariMed announces appointment of Steve West as Vice President of Investor Relations. Yo, Steve, let's get in touch, man. I'll do a report on you like I did with Jivo. I'll highlight and cover your company for a couple of months. You can hook me up with some shares. That's the way when it works. Mojo's big, you're big, it's all worked. I like MariMed. COVID protocol. See, they didn't look, they're doing the other company that's doing those meetings, they ain't doing no protocol. Should be like, look, we're going to do that. And otherwise Hulk's going to come and be like, the Hulk's coming, baby. And give that baby a like. Come on now. Because in order to make the money, you got to give it a like, dude. Come on now. MariMed COVID protocol, dude. It's big. They're very aware. Only stockholders will be admitted that smoke a lot of weed. There you go. That's what it said. Didn't you read that? MariMed. Cannabis industry for presentation, best buddies, brand launches, brings back multi-packs. MariMed, leading multi-stage cannabis operator focus on health and wellness, improving lives every day, announced the launch of, why doesn't it keep on, and improving lives every day and helping this, and why don't they just keep on going? Betty's Eddies, I like Betty's Eddies. I've heard of Betty's Eddies, dude. In a single serve package. You know who's doing that? Betty's Eddies. See the Betty's Eddies? Yeah, I'm over 18. Look, see the Betty's Eddies, the edibles? You know who's doing that right now? Justin Bieber announces big deal in CBD. Right here, look, 1 day ago, I get my weed from California. He's calling it peaches. They're single packs of marijuana pre-rolls called peaches. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're called, peaches. See, CBD. And Justin Bieber announces a limited edition cannabis peaches, bro. Bieber, Justin Bieber. This is going to be big, dude. I'm telling you. So right here, he's got the peaches, bro. Justin Bieber. It's going to be big. He'd make it big. In California, you can find peaches on the shelves and select dispensaries, Haven, MedMen, as MNNF, as through delivery partnerships with Ease and Amuse to do it. Look at that, homies, right? You didn't know that. These are the peaches, bro. Little peaches. You gotta like that. That's in Forbes magazine, Betty's Eddies. So then maybe they get Snoop Dogg or Martha to do some Betty's. There you go. There's some good opportunity in that industry. So I like Betty's Eddies. And I like this stock right here, MariMed at 88 cents on the list, dudes. That's a good one. And it go to $1. Bieber's song, that's why he did it. I get my weed from California. I get my peaches from Georgia. I get my weed from California and my peaches from Georgia. Now I get my peaches in pre-rolls from California too. What's the next one on the list? Got a lot of good ones on this list. Saw it last night. The next one on their list is Jazz. J-A-Z-Z. What the heck? Is that really a cannabis stock? Jazz Pharmaceuticals. $138 weed stock. They announced XYWAV, a calcium and magnesium, potassium and sodium oxybate. I don't understand. That's too many. Whew. Canada approves Jazz's daytime sleepiness medication. So it's like Red Bull, dude, of weed. It's the first dopamine and non-rupt inhibitor. It's a Sunosi, 75 milligram. 78% of narcolepsy patients freaking saw they were running around the block exercising. Dude, this thing's good, dude. Makes you want to get up and get some go-go. That may be decent, but it's a lot of money, dude. $138, pass. Next one, Curaleaf. I've heard of them. CURLF. Let's just see where that's come from, Jazz, though. J-A-Z-Z, Jazzy Jazz. Ooh, it's up big today. It's come from 192. Look at how much it's up today. 11 points. Good day to do the weed. Dow's up 545. Nasdaq's up 242. So Curaleaf, C-U-R-L-F. Yeah, it's $11. I remember when it was $3 back way weekly before here. So Curaleaf is like MedMen. They do the same thing. They own dispensaries and they're not so great. So Curaleaf completes acquisition. It's going to cost them dilution. Third quarter results, voting Curaleaf investor community, see if they raised any money. Audrey acquires shares of Q. Okay, this person, Audrey, who's this? Mr. Andrew Bloch is pleased to announce on August he acquired 722,000 voting shares of Curaleaf. He was playing blackjack, and instead of getting paid in the coin, in the chips, he told the casino, we'll do a blackjack transaction and you can give me all 722,000 shares of this stock. And the casino's like, for sure, Mr. Block, we'll do that because you're a big weed smoke, you're in Curaleaf and you own 127 million shares, so fine. There you go. That's what happened with that article. I like to remake the articles to sound like I want to sound. Here's another one. CRLBF. I don't like Curaleaf. CRLBF. I like ones that are 10 cents that are going to be $11. Cresco Labs. What do? They shift their own brand distribution in California to increase profitability and reduces third-party distribution. So they're trying to figure out what to do to save money, and the stock shouldn't be worth $8. Okay, there you go. I don't like that one. Cresco to acquire a top-performing Maryland dispensary, Dilution. Dilution, 2 months ago, opened its dispensary, its 9th one in 4 under the Sunnyside brand name. I don't like it. Shouldn't be worth that much. Next one, Tilray, TRL. And let's take a look at the chart on CRLBF. I bet it's just like this one. Curaleaf, exactly like that one. Told you. Tilray, I love it. So Tilray is a great company based out down here at 1080. Last time it made a run was to $67. It's a gold mine. Let me show you what you can do with Tilray at 1078. Everybody grab a pen and a piece of paper. Make it in big font too, so you can see it, like 36. Okay. Tilray, you guys ready? You got your pen and paper? You guys ready? You got your pen and paper? Write this down. Everybody ready? In the chat, and grab some peaches and get some pen and paper. Okay, let's go. Let's get ready. Tilray's 1077. Options. We're going to go out 1 month because you're a landlord. So we're going to collect some more. You don't have to own a house. You don't got to do no mortgages. You don't got to do nothing like that. So the stock's 1077. We're going to go for the 1150 covered call. 65 cents down 34. So if we time this right and Tilray goes higher, this option will be worth 85 cents to $1, where it came from the previous close. So we would want that to happen. So that's the play. Here's the play. You ready? Tilray. We'll do it on a 1,000 share example. We're going to buy 1,000 shares. We'll do it on 100 shares. Buy 100 shares at, what is it, 10? Let me see the price again. The price is, let's go here. Let me just get the chart on it too. The price is 1080. 1080 equals $1,080. We are going to sell one contract of the November 5 covered call, and we're going to buy it for 1080. So if it goes up tomorrow, we'll be able to get, let's say, $1, just for math purposes. That's where it came from. I'd love to be able to buy it right here. It's up 8 cents, it's up nothing. And then when it goes to 11, right there, that option will be worth $1. And then tomorrow you do this play. So today you buy the stock, tomorrow you sell the covered call. Okay. There are 3 things that will happen. on 11.5. Number one, Tilray, it's at 1080, will be higher. And this is the strike price of 11.50, by the way. Sell one contract, November cover call. Strike price is 11.50. Okay, so Tilray at 1080 will be higher than 11.50. You must sell your shares at 11.50. Cost 1080 equals a 70-cent profit, plus you keep the dollar, right, is a 12.50 sale price. The $1 is, let's see my calculator. If you divide 1 into 11.50, it's an 8.69% return. Just on the option, 8.69%. Just on the option. So you're making a profit of 1080 to 1250 total. 12.5 minus 10.8 is 1.7 divided by 10.8 is a total of 15.74% return. Not too shabby. Not too shabby right there. Okay, that's number one. Number two. Everyone get that, right? So it's going to go up. Number two, it's going to stay the same. It's going to be on 11.5. It's going to be 1080. As long as it's under 11.50, you win and you keep $1, which is, as we know, 8.69% for doing nothing. So now your cost basis is $9.80 because you bought it for $10.80. Now you brought in $1. Your cost basis is $9.80, and you do a 12.5 option. Same thing. Done. Amazing. Win-win. I'll do number 3 over here. Number 3, Tilray is lower than 1080. Okay, option expires worthless. You keep the $1, and you made 8.69%, and your cost is, bam, 980. As long as it's over 980, you win. You really can't lose. That's a covered call. 1, 2, and 3. There's nothing else that can happen. And you're making 8.69 to 15.74 in a month. You don't have to buy a house, get a mortgage, a credit check, deal with investment mortgage people, deal with fees like crazy, just to make 8.69% on your money. So if you do that on $10,000, you'll make $869 if the option expires, and $1,574 on it in profit the other way. Bam. And that's Tilray. I would do that. If Tilray's at 10 and you do $1 every single month, in 11 months from now, you'll own it at 0 cost basis. Because if the option premium, when the stock is not, well, the option's higher now because it's up 13 cents. You'll see it went up. The option premium goes higher. See, it's 70 cents now. If Tilray keeps on going higher, it'll go to 75 cents, 80 cents, 85 cents. 90 cents. It came from 99. So as a Tilray goes higher, we already bought the shares at 1080. Now it's 1093. So we're up 13 cents on the stock we're waiting. So as it goes through 11 or higher, we'll get more for the option. So there's no reason to sell the option right now. You can wait and get a better, more, like you could do it now and get 6%, or you can wait and try to get 8 or 9% or even more than $1 if Tilray shall run and you bought it today at 1080 and tomorrow it's 11.50. You can even sell the $12 strike price for $1 and do the same thing. So it's quite a magnificent strategy, and you can do it in an IRA account or your retirement account. It's the only option strategy that you're allowed to do in an IRA account. You can't buy calls and buy puts, but you can sell covered calls if you own the shares in your retirement account. It's the best. The other one I do this on is right here, ACB. So ACB is $7.41, Aurora Cannabis. And I've done this, guys, right here. If you go to my master list, we can scroll down. Anything in the yellow is a covered call. And there was a time right here where I did Chrome, look, and ACB and Hexo and all the covered calls. In this month, I did an $8 covered call on Chrome and made 3.5%. I did on the same one a $27 covered call on CGC and made 3.7. Aurora Cannabis, 5.9. During the month of December of 2020, did it for a 2-week time period from 12/15 to 12/31. Did it again right here from 11/2 to 11/5, covered calls. Right here, covered call on Chrome from 11/6 to 11/20 for 3 weeks for 12.5%. Canopy Growth from 11/6 to 11/20 for 13%, got a $3. So the stock was up when I did that $3 premium. On Chrome, the stock was higher when I did the $1 premium. Aurora Cannabis, $3, a 30% premium in the covered call on a $10 covered call. And I'll show you how to do that one right now. So if you buy the stock at $7.41, let me open up this instead. This is even better. How much time we got, Dave?
About 7 minutes.
All right. Since you have a good understanding of that one, we'll bang through Aurora Cannabis. ACB. Stocks at, what is it again? 742. So it's at 740. You buy 100 shares equals $740. Okay, so we're going to sell one contract, same expiration, November 5, I think it was. 1 month from now, we're going to do a strike price of $8, and we'll see what the premium is. So we come right here and we go ACB. Love Aurora Cannabis, great company, great future options. We come right here. We go to November 5th, right here, and we go to the $8 strike price, which is right here. Twing, it's 36 cents. So this one we can get 40 cents out of. Shall Allah, we buy it today and it rises a little bit. That's what we're playing it for. That's the play. Use a little bit of good timing. And that one was 40 cents. So let's head back here. At 40 cents. So number one, it's higher than 8. So you sell at 8, your cost is $7.40, you make 60 cents there, plus you keep the option of 40 cents, you've made $1. $1 into $7.40 is a total of 1 divided by 7.4, you've made 13.5% in a month without owning a hat. It's a good income, man. Number two, if the stock is the same, It's just under 8. And it's 740 now. Odds are 90% of the time you hit scenario 2 and scenario 3. You're going to keep 40 cents. 40 cents into $8. 0.4 divided by 8 is 5% for doing nothing. And you just made 40 cents. Scenario number 3, it's lower than 740. You keep the 40 cents. You keep the 40, your cost is now $7, and you made 5% when the stock went lower, and you repeat the strategy and do it again. If you make 40 cents or 50 cents every time, 7.5 divided by 0.5, it'll take you, let's say you got $1 into 16 months, and you own it at 0. And I've done that before with Aurora Cannabis, CGC, and Crone. You can see here I've collected $1, $3. Let's go to the month before. Crone, 25 cents, 80 cents, and 25 cents. The 3, CGC, Crone, and ACB in the month of October. Here it is again in October. I was able to do 2 of them, 25 cents, 80 cents, and 25 cents. The month before, Crone, I got 20 cents, CGC $1, ACB $1.25. The month before, I got Crone 40 cents in September, CGC $1, and ACB $1, 11%, 6%, and 6%. In August, I did Crone for 35 cents for 4%, CGC for $1.35 for 6, ACB for $1.10 for 9. The month before, Crone 40 cents, CGC $1.30, ACB 90, CGC $1.20, Crone of 40 cents in the month of July. In the month of June, I mean, it's every single month, just collecting premium off this. Here's Crone again in the month of June, 40 cents, 75, and $1.20. Here's the month of May. I did it again down here. Crone 45 cents. I did glue, I did Clorox, Zynga, all yellow is the covered calls. Here's Crone again for another 45 cents. Here's Tilray for $1.05. Here's Aurora Cannabis for $5, a 34% premium in the month of May. Here's April, did American Airlines. Here you go, covered calls on Crone, 45 cents, CGC 50 cents, Tilray, $1.50. In the month of March, Crone 25 cents, CGC $2.85 right there, Tilray 80 cents. So the covered calls, guys, it works. You just bringing in premium and bringing in premium month after month. And I've owned these stocks, Cronus Group, CRON, another 50 cents right there. Crone again, another 50 cents right there. You just keep it on bringing in premium. Crone, another 50 cent right there. It's unbelievable, guys. And that's how you do it. Here's Crone again. I lost because the stock went higher, so I bought the option back and lost and had to roll up. That was the only loss out of probably 30 of them in the option. Crone again, CGC again, ACB again. It's the magic 3, man. And I've been doing it for years. This is the year 2018. I've been doing it for right here for 3 years. This is in 2018 right here. June of 2018. Crone was at 8, CGC was at 18.50, and ACB was at 16. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the lesson today and really got some education, a lot of education and some good entertainment from Mojo Day Trading. With the weeds, what do you think there, Dave?
Sounds good.
Cool, man. Thank you so much for having me on the show. It's been a pleasure, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being the opening presentation.
Absolutely.